You see this face right here? This is the face of someone who hasn't slept. See, I tried to sleep, but then I remembered I had work. Then I ordered. Then I remembered I had more work, so I ate a cold order after finishing my work. And now I'm trying to sleep and I can't. Then I remembered there's a video I haven't reacted to, so I guess we will be doing that instead of anything that is remotely healthy. Anyways, Star Wars Jedi Survivor gameplay impressions after 4 hours. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2. Alright everyone, I have recently written an article on my website www.nightwalker.com on the trolley problem and how the new Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse trailer posits an interesting version of it and how that all ties into Marvel's big plan of easing us into bringing back dead characters. So if that's your thing, go check it out, and now you can get back to the video. Yes. Let's see how other content creators more privileged than me have gotten the impressions of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Survivor. That sentence made no sense. Let's get into it, shall we?
I was able to play Jedi Survivor
this is not Jod, is it?
Left very impressed. From the increased focus on exploration to the incredible
There's an eye over there.
Let's go
Hi,
over
Rancor.
everything I learned in this video.
I like the new health bar and the way it's structured over here. Also, he played 4 hours, so you can play a Rancor in the first 4 hours. That's interesting. I wonder if we'll be able to ride one, considering animal riding mechanics are a thing and Book of Boba Fett exists. I mean, we don't like to talk about that show on this channel, but it exists.
Thanks to EA for inviting us to the event, and keep in mind that all the footage we're showing here is part of a work-in-progress build.
Okay.
Leaving a like would really help us out. Subscribe for more videos.
See, when you say someone to subscribe and leave a like, you better not cover up the gameplay that they're actually here to see. Also, what is this? Why is this so low quality? I want this as 1080p. Yes, this is more like it. Also, close. Are they auto-generated? Tell me they are not auto-generated. Yes, very organized, guys. Yeah, they're auto-generated. I'm not going for auto-generated captions.
And let's go. And if you are or become a subscriber of the channel, you can participate in the Digital Deluxe Edition giveaway.
Too bad.
For a
I've already bought it.
Choice via the link in the pinned comment. Good luck. So one thing that immediately stood out during the preview session, which takes place about 1 hour into the game, is just
how 5 hours into the game you can fight in Rancor. Okay.
How much more cinematic the game feels.
It does.
Of course, already apparent.
I wonder if my laptop will be able to run it.
I was really surprised by the amount of new characters and plot lines that were introduced very early on, which I think only bodes well for the rest of the game. And while
okay,
we've
why?
Seen and mentioned
I thought he was throwing a volleyball.
I cannot stress enough how cool of a villain.
Someone messaged me. Who messaged me? It's my bullshit friends. Wait, let me hear that part again.
Plot lines that were introduced very early on, which I think only bodes well for the rest of the game. And while
get it, only
that were introduced very early on, which I think
bodes well, considering that this guy is named Bode. Yes, of course my face is covering him. Never mind. Imagine there's a handsome man over here. Not that my face is changing anything, but yes.
Only bodes well for the rest of the game. And while we've seen and mentioned him before already, I cannot stress enough how cool of a villain Rayvis is. After seeing that introduction scene in full, I can't wait to see what role he will end up playing for the rest of the game.
Rayvis is a old Jedi, right? Okay.
But I don't want to.
Also, that I read the novel, and no, Merrin is not going after a stormtrooper. Fuck you. Let's go ahead.
Too much about the story because I don't want to spoil any of the surprises, but something that I can talk about in depth is the amount of customization. And
white
man,
lightsaber.
Is there a lot to go over.
I wonder if they actually went through the Jedi Survivor customization mod where you can actually change the hue and the internal blade separately, so you can get something like the dark saber and all. I mean, if they did that, I would be really happy. So would a lot of people. Yes.
The first thing
someone
you will
messages
notice
me
when
again.
Going to one of the familiar workbenches is the fact that you can now fully.
This entire thing is completely changed. You can customize BD1. Okay.
You customize your droid companion BD1. You can swap out his binoculars, antennae, legs, you name it. And on top of that, the color customization is way more in-depth than just applying a color scheme.
If you are actually changing it like that, I mean, here it seems like imagine if someone is actually like ramming heads into the droid and like removing the old heads. That almost seems like droid cruelty. G.C. Nightwalker, everyone, looking too deep into things since before you were born.
You're now able to pick different main and highlight colors.
The Rebel Hero cosmetic. What is that position? It looks like he's like showing off his assets, his schlong. Like, why would you stand like that? Like leaned back like this and like thrusting your schlong in the yeah. I shall take my leave and continue.
To make BD look freshly polished or freshly blasted to bits. The same also applies to lightsaber.
Yes, BD. Today I want you to look like you have been through a trash compactor. Please let me scratch your paint deliberately.
Customization, where you can also change the polish on individual parts. So some very significant upgrades when compared to Fallen Order.
What was that? Was that a crystal?
On individual parts.
Wait,
so
what?
Some very significant.
I see. Okay, that was the other lightsaber handle, and that handle got removed and it went in. It's also a very bad imagery because if you see the shape. Wait.
On individual parts.
It once again looks like a schlong, a very malformed schlong. Let's continue.
Some very significant upgrades when compared to Fallen Order, and I'm happy to say the same is also true when it comes to customizing our protagonist Cal.
So we can customize the beard. Okay, then we can make him. Can we make him look like Adolf Hitler? Not that this one is doing much better. He looks like a 15th century country bumpkin from UK or something. I'm pretty sure I'm being racist there. A bun, of course.
Instead of choosing between a poncho and an outfit, you can now change Cal's hairstyle, beard, jacket, shirt, and pants.
Can you change? I wish there was. Can you like toggle beard on and off simply? Because yeah, that I don't know. I'm just saying that because that reminded me of Assassin's Creed Origins, where you can toggle beard after your beard has been shaved by your wife. Yes.
Jackets, shirts, and pants are all part of a set from what I've seen so far, meaning the individual pieces will look best when paired together, although you can of course mix and match pieces as used.
Can you wear a poncho though? A Cal is incomplete without his poncho, just like a Jedi is incomplete without his lightsaber.
Fit. I ran around with the tactical cloak as soon as I unlocked it, but you can also put on a bomber jacket and give Cal a mullet and a goatee. So depending on your
even he likes it. Look at him.
Choices, Cal can look completely different.
Oh my, what a finishing move.
Available for your outfits, but these have to be unlocked separately from the actual piece of clothing. And while there
each sold separately. Remember those old commercials?
There are other ways to earn cosmetics now, more on that later. You can still find a lot of them in the familiar chest.
Who's messaging me?
Order, which makes exploring Kobo way more interesting, of course, as there are a lot more exciting items to find and, of course, way more areas to explore.
Wait, what? Palm fruit shell, Nabooian green, new seed. Oh, it's a seed. Wait, did he slash the seed? Hold on.
Of course, as there are a lot more exciting items to find and, of course,
okay, that's an interesting way to catch seeds. I guess people were complaining the last time around that you had to be in the exact right position for BD to scan the seed. Now you can just like swap around with your lightsaber and get a seed. That's interesting.
More areas to explore. Similar to Ghost of Tsushima or certain Ubisoft games, you can talk to NPCs in Rambler's Reach or out when exploring Kobo, who will sometimes give you valuable information on interesting locations to visit. These locations
will they give us side quests? Please give us side quests.
Are then marked on your map, and while you never really know what you're getting into, so far these points of interest have all been really cool. There's a watchtower taken over by the Bedlam Raiders, an old mine factory.
Also, these are side quests essentially.
By far is exploring by the Bedlam Raiders, an old mine.
Yes. the blood eagle of a stormtrooper. I mean, look at it. It looks like a blood eagle. For those of you who don't know what a blood eagle is, don't Google it unless you have a severe sadism fetish. Yeah. I switched the sounds around. It should have been sadism fetish. I said sadism fetish. What is happening to me?
Mine factory, but the coolest one by far is exploring an abandoned mine and stumbling upon a rancor. Yeah, I'm not kidding. You can fight a rancor after little more than 2 hours of play if you know where to look.
It's even closer.
Careful not to let him grab you though, as well. I think the footage here kind of speaks for itself.
Okay then.
And by the way, if you've got
so this is more like the Souls-like combat. Like, so this reminds me of the boss fight with the guardian ape in Sekiro. I mean, even the build is pretty similar, right? So, makes sense. I mean, Jedi Fallen Order was kind of Sekiro light with its parry system and its dodge system and all. The only thing that was missing was, specific red attack counters, like Mikiri counter or jump counter. If they add them, we are complete in the set.
Any questions so far, drop them in the comments.
Oh my!
Plan to do a Q&A.
I was not ready to see that. I need a second. Why would you bring back that animation? When the Ogdos ate you in the last game, that was the fucking worst animation ever. And when the people behind making this game, they thought, yes, that would be an animation worth bringing back. Let's have Cal be eaten by a rancor in the first 2 hours of the game. This is a really useful useful use of everyone's time.
In a video next where we try to answer your questions based on my 4-hour experience. So yes, exploring and unlocking cosmetics is of course awesome, but I was even more excited by the fact that there are a lot of unlockable upgrades to make Cal even more of a powerhouse. You can find these blue crystals on both the main path and when exploring, and these can contain things like health and force upgrades, skill points, or even better perks.
Also, these are health essence and force essence, essentially.
The way those work is pretty simple, but it adds another welcome layer of depth to Jedi Survivor's combat. You start out with 3 slots, but the game immediately tells you that you are able to increase that number over the course of the game. Which
what
you
slots?
Want to do because more tells you that of depth to Jedi Survivor's combat. You start out with 3 slots, but the game immediately skill points, or even better perks. The way those work is pretty simple, but it adds another welcome layer of depth to Jedi Survivor's combat.
Okay, the perks, alright.
The game immediately tells you that you are able to increase that number over the course of the game, which you'll want to do because more powerful perks can take up multiple perks. Number over the course of the game.
How did he switch this?
Immediately tells you that you are able to increase that number over the course of the game.
Wait, I need to see that. I need to see that animation in slow motion. Did he just summon the lightsaber from behind? Wait.
That you're able to increase that.
So he just kind of slotted it in and pulled it out. Okay, makes sense, I guess. I would have preferred that force thing which he used to do, like sometimes when he would call the weapon in Jedi's Fallen Order, he would just like force pull the lightsaber and like activate it. This works as well, you know, whichever suits you, Cal. Also, we don't know whether he's actually going to be doing that or not. He might.
Number over the course of the game, which you'll want to do because more powerful perks can take up multiple perk slots. I was able to find 2 of them during my play session. The first one took up 1 slot and increased your guard meter, meaning you can block more consecutive hits. But the shatter perk I came across a little later took up 2 slots and actually increases your guard damage against enemies. So from what I've seen so far, these are mostly passive and not so much an earth-shattering change to Cal's abilities.
But you also played the very first 4 hours of the game. Who knows, maybe they will introduce more story specific, like more incredible perks which are more so story specific. We shall see.
More of a way to improve a specific part of your playstyle. But with 25 of them in total, I'm sure there's going to be some tough choices that need to be made. Although you can swap them out freely at any meditation
focus
point,
parry.
so you're free to
favorite.
experiment to your heart.
Oh my god, that was so cool.
Although you can swap them out freely
that
at any
skill
meditation point,
thing,
so you're
right?
free to
Yes. So this place, right? We used to be able to do Jedi meditation here, and all these things. What I wonder is this an actual plane of existence that Jedi enter through meditation? Or is this just like all in Cal's head? Or is it both? Because like it would be interesting to add some meditation lore to something that to such a meditation heavy game. That's a sentence I thought I would never say, but it is a meditation heavy game. The bonfires are essentially meditating spots. Well, also Cal, how do you sit in that position for so long? If I sit in that position for more than 2 minutes, my legs will die. Guess that's why I'm not a Jedi.
Experiment to your heart's content. Now, one thing I haven't really touched on is the importance of Rambler's Reach, which is a settlement on Kobo that, at least for now, serves as your home base. You'll have a lot of reasons to return here,
I
as
agree.
You can recruit new NPCs to come here and unlock new features.
Cool.
An example of this is your interaction with the DJ Ash and her droid DD, who will set up a
DJ Ash, just like DJ Bobby. That's a meme in India, for those of you who don't know. I hope this settlement is more than the settlement in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because god damn it, that thing can die in a trash compactor for all I care. Not that it was bad or anything, it's just that it was pretty like pretty much a letdown.
DJ booth in the cantina after you talk to them, which will effectively function as a jukebox with new songs being purchasable from Doma, another NPC in Rambler's
Doma.
Reach.
The Upper Moon 6 and then Upper Moon 2. Makes sense.
That will also sell you tons of different cosmetics like a badass mohawk. See in
What is
Rambler's
that?
Reach that will also sell you tons.
What is that hairstyle? Oh my god, wait. It's a 505. Let's see.
In Rambler's Reach that will also sell you.
What is this hairstyle? Oh my god. Cal, you need help, buddy. Oh my, what are these hairstyles? Okay. Well, clearly I'm not one to talk. We shall continue.
You tons of different cosmetics like
going to a military boarding school. This one. Yes. Cal went to a military school and became clean shaven. Because why not?
tons of different cosmetics like a badass mohawk or the pretty.
It's not a badass mohawk. It looks like it looks like you are one of those in Hindi we call it chapri. One of those chapris who go to nightclub pretending they're cool. Seriously. I think this makes him look like a Amir Baap ki bigri aulad. Basically, rich dad's spoiled kid. God damn it.
A cool Corsair jacket. To buy her wares, you need a unique resource known as priorite shards. I was able to find plenty of these while exploring Kobo already. Some of them can be found
Those are boglings.
lying around, and some of them
They
are
ran
carried
away.
by these scavenger droids that will run away and dig themselves into the ground
okay.
if they feel threatened. I was able to sneak up on one and get it that way, but once they spot you, they're pretty tricky to get a hold of.
Will Jedi Survivor have a full-on stealth system? Like, sure, you can attack someone from behind or above if they don't see you, but like there is not, there is no crouch mechanic. There is not a proper stealth detection thing. So I don't know. We shall see.
I'm also pretty sure there are more unique resources than just priorites, so I'm betting Doma isn't the only merchant willing to sell us cool stuff. And
Makes
as if
sense.
that wasn't enough, you're also able to find plant seeds in the open world and make your own.
I love this new plant
little
collection.
garden, and you unlock new interactions and conversations with the people living in the
Oh,
settlement.
so the garden is actually a part of the settlement. I wonder if there will be more settlements which we will unlock. I mean, there's certainly one we are fighting for towards the end, as implied in the trailer, or maybe that happens in the beginning, and then the entire game is you protecting the settlement. We shall see. The main thing being, I wonder if we'll be able to unlock more settlement places and therefore more terrarium spots. I wonder if we'll be able to plant multiple of the same seed. I don't think that's necessary. I think it's very much so okay if you just plant one seed and of each plant and then watch it grow. So you can see sort of like Jedi Fallen Order actually. So you can see them grow throughout the game. We shall see.
And after hitting major story beats.
Also, I'm seeing some of them are taking up one spot and some of them are taking up 3 spots. I wonder if that's a gameplay, like it's a pre-decided thing, or you can decide to do that. I don't know why you would decide to do that. Maybe to make the plant grow bigger, but guess we'll learn about it.
So again, there will be plenty of reasons to return here on the regular, which is of course even easier thanks to the addition of fast travel that allows you to instantly
Yay! We have fast travel between meditation points, hopefully. So I had a theory that fast travel is something that Night Sister Marin can teach Kyle because she teleports, right? So I just really hope that that's where the direction they are going. And yeah, fast travel is a welcome addition. All my complaints for this game have disappeared.
Teleport to any previously unlocked meditation point. Now there are instances in which fast travel is blocked, mostly when you're in a specific area for the story, so it doesn't mess with progression. But
oh wow, what is that? Was an interesting thing.
Is blocked mostly.
I wonder if they took some inspiration from Control.
So it doesn't mess up progression, but other than that, there are no restrictions. And you'll still be able to unlock a lot of shortcuts, so coming back to a previously visited area with new abilities to maybe unlock some new secrets is going to be a breeze.
You can also, I see you can also jump onto zip lines from the middle. That's not something you were able to do. You just had to in Jedi Fallen Order. I guess if you somehow fell onto a zip line, you would start zipping, but mostly for Jedi Fallen Order, you just had to jump from a predetermined point, and there also weren't many ways for you to jump onto a zip line midway. If that makes sense. If you tried it out from a distance, Cal would sort of auto lock and go onto the zip line, so or he would fall to his death.
Cal's newly found ability to tame animals also really helps with this. I was able to try out both the mount, which is called a Neko, and the flying belter that you can use as a...
He looks like a chocobo. The yellow thing.
I was able to try out both the mount...
I can't be alone in this.
Which is called a Neko, and the flying belter that you can use as a glider on Kobo. The belter can help you quickly cross long distances from a high vantage point, although there are gusts of wind that you can use to regain altitude if you fly over them. The Neko, on top of being really cute...
it's a flying creature, can't it auto gain height? I guess it's also carrying a weight, so it makes sense.
Faster way of getting around is also a tool you can use to reach new areas thanks to its high jump. By using a double jump, Cal leaps off the Neko's back in mid-air, allowing you to reach much higher
And what about the original Jedi flip double jump? Do we still have that?
Than you would with your regular double jump. And as soon as you unlock the ability to tame one of these creatures, you can use it on any that you come across. So if you see a
So it's like the Shadow of Mordor, where you tame an orc, all its followers follow you. So I know this is just a gameplay thing, but again, as I say, taking things logically too far. I wonder if there's an actual in-game explanation for this, as oh, the Force connects all animals and all life forms across all planets. So if you tame one of a species, all of the species shall follow you. Or whether it's a planet-to-planet thing. I mean, species are sometimes specific to planets, but they can be on other planets as well, right? I guess that's one way to do it. You can just make it so that a species is only specific to one planet, and then that question is completely gone. Other than they would have to also go into story, like maybe there is some animal saving quests you do, and there you save animals, kind of like saving them from auto errors. Why am I thinking so deep on this? What is wrong with me? Huh.
Echo with a
Well, I guess I'm a YouTuber, so there's something wrong with me, definitely.
different pattern or color on the fur that you like more, you can tame that one and bring it back to the stables in Rambler's Reach for later use.
Okay.
Like maybe you want one that matches your lightsaber color, which is of course something you can still customize at one of the workbenches. But new
Okay,
for
then.
Jedi Survivor is that
I like this new hilt. It looks like it's like a basket weaving thing. It looks really nice.
you can also change your lightsaber configuration at one of the workbenches. But new for Jedi Survivor is that you can also change your lightsaber configuration at any meditation point.
Configuration?
Quick refresher for if you don't know, in Jedi Survivor, Cal will have access to 5 different lightsaber stances. Single-bladed, dual-bladed, dual-wield, cross-guard, and a saber blaster stance. You can only have 2 of these active in your loadout at any
See, I don't like that. Change that. Give us all 5, man. We should be, because this entire thing about player choice, I have learned that this entire thing is more so reducing player choice in a way. Like, for example, the earlier Assassin's Creed games, they used to have one of each type of weapon on the weapon wheel, right? Like, you have one short sword, not short sword, one single-handed sword, one great sword, one axe, one mace, and one knife, each equipped on the weapon wheel, right? And over time, when we get to Assassin's Creed Origins, it just became like, yeah, you can just equip 2 weapons. Like, I get customization options, okay? But if there are different weapon types, I should be able to switch between them freely. Like the type of axe I should be able to switch, but I should always be having an access to an axe. Does that make sense? Yeah, man. I because what is going to end up happening is when you give people such choice, right? So if you see 2 choices out of 5, how many is that going to be? 5c2 is 5 factorial over 3 factorial by 2 factorial, which is 10. There are 10 combinations you can go to. Yeah, I just did maths in my head. Fight me. There are 10 combinations you can go to, and that's not. Are people actually going to try all 10? Like, come on. See, really? What people are going to end up doing is they are going to like stick to one style and like two fixed styles, and then they're not going to like shift from there. Like, they're just gonna fix their most probably they're going to fix on the original 2 styles, that is single and dual wield, single and dual blade, and they're not going to switch from it. It is a sad life moment. What can I say? I guess you can like prejudge situations and then choose accordingly, but like that's almost like, yeah, you want to play to die almost. I mean, you can't do the Plants vs Zombies thing where it showed you which zombies you're gonna fight, so you can choose which plants you're gonna take, because that would completely break immersion. Although, I don't know, Jedi premonitions.
anytime, but you can freely swap between your available options by selecting stances when meditating, where you'll also see how they compare in power, speed, range, and defense. While both the single and dual-bladed sabers still feel really good to use, I ran around with the dual sabers for most of my preview. They're really quick and satisfying and have unlockable skills that can either close or create.
Oh wait, this Wamper is fighting with one hand. So did Cal cut off his hand? Yeah, he did. Look, there it is. It's lying there. So the Jedi Survivor does have dynamic dismemberment. You can dismember people and they can still keep fighting. It's not just dismember and die. Okay then.
Really quick and satisfying, and have unlockable skills that can either close or create distance between you and an enemy, so you're super mobile in combat as well. And on the note of the skill tree, this still works in a similar fashion to Fallen Order, although your options are greatly expanded. So you earn XP by defeating enemies.
What are those broken skill tree places? See, look at this one here, it's broken. I guess that is not unlocked yet. I see. Single, double, dual, the other two are not unlocked yet. Makes sense. You know, going by the theory that this is actually a place that can unlock that Cal can unlock through meditation. I wonder what if they are going that way, what is the lore behind how the places know that there are going to be 2 extra lightsaber styles is going to unlock. Premonition maybe? Yeah, I'm looking too deep into this. It's just a gameplay thing. But you know what? I love to do that. That's me.
Options are greatly expanded. So you earn XP by defeating enemies, and when the bar fills up, you get a skill point, but you of course lose progress towards your next skill point if you die. And that's going to be even more of a problem in Jedi Survivor, as there will be a lot more skills to choose from. Each lightsaber configuration has its own skill tree, and with at least 8 unlockable skills per saber stance that was available in the demo, it's definitely smart to focus on 1 or 2 styles that you enjoy, as you're not going to have the skill points needed to unlock all of them early. And keep in mind that all of this is adding on top of what was all.
See, this is what is going to happen. You're gonna unlock the first 2 styles. Most people are just gonna stick with them because they have put so much into it, right? The other lightsaber styles, they're an investment and no one is gonna look into it. Like, of course, there are people like me who unlock all skills, so they will eventually go and do that, but this is not a good choice. They should have given us all the 5 stances, and they should have made like a weapon wheel kind of thing. Yeah.
Already there in Fallen Order, as most of the skills you had in that game are available right off the bat in Jedi Survivor. So no need to wait before you can start force pushing and pulling people, and there is even a new trick you're able to perform, which is force confusion. This is effectively Cal's version of a Jedi mind trick and allows you to target an enemy and make them attack their allies. I was even able to unlock an upgrade for it, which let me use it on larger beasts. So I was able to turn this giant...
So, okay. They are really expanding on the whole thing, right? The only pet peeve of mine is the stances thing. Like, who knows, maybe once we'll play it, we'll get used to it. But, yeah. Sad life.
Biomol, a new enemy that's also very fun to fight against a squad of stormtroopers and let it do the dirty work for me. So
Makes
definitely
sense.
a great way to even the odds when you're outnumbered. One thing
Oh, is it spewing acid?
I am still curious about is if upgrading powers is something we get to see more. I was only able to find the upgrade to confusion from one of those
what was
crystals,
this?
something we get to see more.
Perform a spinning strike on releasing Y.
Able to find
Oh, he's focusing the things.
Find the upgrade to confusion from one of those.
Alright, what was that? I don't know.
Those blue crystals I mentioned earlier, but because it was part of the main story, I don't know if you can also find crystals I meant get to see more. I was only able to find the upgrade to confusion. So definitely a great way to even the odds when you're outnumbered. One thing I am still curious about is if upgrading powers is something we get to see more. I was only able to find the upgrade to confusion from one of those blue crystals I mentioned earlier, but because it was part of the main story, I don't know if you can also find ability upgrades by simply exploring. I hope that is the case, but we'll have to wait and see.
I hope that is the case too.
I'm focused on all the new things you can do so far, but I absolutely have to mention the incredible enemy variety.
I love the dismemberment.
Look at that. But I absolutely have
Look
to
at that.
The
That's absolutely beautiful.
On display in these opening hours. I already mentioned the biomol, but there
are
way more alien
creatures
that will gladly take you for their lunch if you're careful. The Mogu is a particularly dangerous one, as we already saw the first time this creature was shown in a trailer. But what we now learned is that you can give yourself an advantage by cutting off one of its arms. Since it uses its claws for most attacks, this will make it much less dangerous, but you have to admire the dedication of someone still coming at you full force after losing an arm. So
it's like that battle droid, right? The one which looks like a dark trooper droids from uh, looks like the Dark Troopers, and also those droids which are compared to the Dark Troopers in Bad Batch. Okay, nice. It's
Already
nice.
saw
I'm
a lot of
loving
the
this.
Bedlam Raiders in previously shown footage, but they're really fun
Also, if you look at this, okay, when
an arm.
the arm is cut, it looks charred and burnt. Like, wait, let me get a better angle for you guys.
the dedication of someone still coming at you full force after losing an arm.
Yeah. Hopefully my head is not covering it. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, look at this. It looks charred and burnt. Like it's like ashes over here. It's a good detail. It's nice detail. It's nice texture.
We already saw a lot of the Bedlam Raiders in previously shown footage, but they're really fun to fight, and the banter from the battle droids never fails to put a smile on my face. I was even
Also,
really fun
I
to
like
fight, and the
the
banter from the battle droids
I like how like there are like these new finisher moves in this one. It's like earlier wielding dual saber on single strong enemies was really not a good idea. It's only a thing you used to do when you're doing crowd control. But now it seems like a valid option no matter what. It's just a different playstyle.
never fails to put a smile on my face. I was even able to face off against a new type of Imperial trooper with a shield that can be problematic to deal with if you're without any force power. If you do,
course.
however, you can yank the shield from their hands with force pull and then blast it back in their face with push for a quick finish. And
Makes
while I was
sense.
able to learn a lot more about the game thanks to my hands-on time, I was mostly left hungry for more. There were a lot of things
Yeah.
on Kobo alone that I still wanted to complete but didn't have time for, like a force stair I found that leads into a challenge room with a platform
force
puzzle. Didn't have
stair?
time for, like a force stair I found that leads into
Force
a challenge
stair.
room with a
Okay.
platform puzzle. You see that laser grid
Oh,
coming
wow.
towards you? The red side will kill you and the green side will let you pass, but
What
each time
is
you jump,
this?
the
This
two
is
halves flip
massive.
sides. So you really have to be smart about your jump timings and placing
Oh
if you
my
want to
God.
reach the end of this challenge. And all of this is available pretty much right at the start of the game, so I can only imagine the amount of cool stuff we're able to discover when we get our hands on the
this is straight up like Jedi Uncharted. Like this is like, oh god, this is so massive. I cannot believe the scope of this game. Gamers are going to be spoiled.
version, which is already in less than a month if you'll believe it, but before that we'll have more videos on Jedi Survivor up on the channel. So subscribe to not miss those, and again share your questions for our upcoming Q&A video in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and if you want you can watch our previous one on all the big improvements Jedi Survivor is making by clicking on the screen. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Oi, don't skip
Jedi
to
Survivor
the next one. Oh wow, this is I'm really happy about this game, man. The more I see, the more excited I get. That's what you want, really. And I can't believe this is from EA. It's from Respawn, I know, but it's still under EA. The fact that they're even allowing this to happen. I know people hated the poncho look, but I still hope there are a few different ponchos in there as a part of the customization, and they haven't removed it altogether. It's a dope look. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Like I said, the ponchos, like the only reason people hated them is because that was the only look Cal could go for. But sure, if it was a part of a look, sure, why not? Maybe you could replace the jacket with ponchos. I'm loving the user interface and the 3D navigational system. The new integrated world interactions like the music section selection, customization shops, and creatures taming make this an ultimate Star Wars experience. My thoughts exactly. Reminds me of Hogwarts. How did I not make that connection? It is Hogwarts Legacy in space. Right. Which makes me wonder how much of cross inspiration is there in the games. Like, sure, one came out a lot before, and like they came out very close as well. So I'm not saying one copied the other, but like, you know, sometimes game developers they do work across studios because there aren't that many if you think about it. So, and they do kind of know each other. So like while working, it is possible that they shared a few ideas. Who knows? I was really glad that we could get a white lightsaber crystal. I would love the gray Jedi look. I was gonna say that as well. That white lightsaber crystal is what made me think, oh, can we like actually do the proper customization of lightsaber colors where it's like you have a different core color and a different hue color. Where is the white lightsaber? Come on. uh yeah, here it is, here it is. Yeah, there's the white lightsaber. Yeah, this is what made me think, like, imagine if we can actually, like, make a black core and a white outer core. Like, that would straight up look like the dark saber. Holy shit. Top notch Star Wars experience it is. This is the Star Wars game. This is the shit, man. Like, I was amazed when Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga came out, but holy shit. Other than him still running like he pooped his pants, the game looks great. Yeah, I did say that. He does look like he's constipated, severely constipated. Um, yeah, I think it's something to do with the foot model being taller than Cal. Fix that, Hogwarts Legacy. So not Hogwarts Legacy. I see. I'm already getting confused. Fix that, Jedi Survivor. Uh, all right. Guess that's it. Um. All right then. If you like this video, please hit a fat like I'm hitting a fat like over here. Please leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Share this video with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. If you want to know more about me, links to my socials shall be down in the description, along with a link to my website www.nightwalkergc.com. As I will add later on in the video, I have written a new article there about the trolley problem and how how the new how the new trailer for Across the Spider-Verse posits an interesting version of it, and how that all ties into the big plan of Marvel to sort of bring back sort of ease people into bringing back dead characters. Yeah, go check that out if that's your thing. If you wanna buy my novel, it's called Dreams of Perfection. It's right here. This fat thick boy. It's a dark fantasy science fiction novel. Links to buy it will be in the description, along with a short description of the novel itself. Also, I'm working on a spin-off. It'll be out by this month, hopefully. And with all that said, if you want more content like this, then please hit the subscribe button with the bell icon, all notifications turned on, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.